Hi Taurus, welcome to your week ahead tarot scope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Your key to the week this week is my favorite card across all of my decks, apart from, obviously the Supernal Triangle because, they're awesome. But this is like one of my favorite cards. You have the Tree of Life. So the message behind this card is divine intervention and assistance is working in and through your life over the course of this week and in all of these different sectors. Where you have a delay, where you have a detour, where you get sort of shunted onto a different path than the one that you were expecting to go into, this is a week where you're really being encouraged to allow things to unfold in the way that they appear to be going. This is basically saying don't get in your own way, and if you feel the finger of the universe pushing you in a certain direction, don't ignore it and don't try to override that. It's almost like I want to say to you, like, the good things can come this week, providing you allow yourself to be steered to wherever it is that you're supposed to be at this moment, because that's where you're going to find the opportunities that you desire. With that said, for those of you that did purchase, I just want to say a massive thank you so much for supporting my work. If you have already got your 2023 Astro Tarot Scope, I really hope that it is serving you well already so that you can get prepared for the year ahead. If you haven't got yours, you can get that on the link in the description box below. I advise this year, if you're going to buy just the one, make sure you get your ascendant sign because it's going to be most accurate. There is astrology, there is tarot, there is numerology, there is an astrological cheat sheet that's like 19 plus pages long. On top of that, you're also getting the eclipse overview, which is a really important piece of the puzzle for next year, and you won't get that anywhere else on any of my other platforms. I'm not posting it anywhere besides in those. You can get that on the link in the description box below or somewhere above my head. Thank you so much for allowing me to share. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your actions and options, you have the King of Swords, right? So this is you, and the reason I say this is you, because your actions and options, this is about what you do. And what's available to you is an understanding of the highest levels of whatever it is that you're doing for work, for your profession, or in your academic career. With this Tree of Life energy, it basically suggests that this week you are either thrust into some sort of leadership position or you are making an executive decision of some kind. So it's like you're being really strategic about something, and it might feel like an internal push, like, you know what, this is the right way to go, or this is the direction that I need to be traveling in. The other thing with the King of Swords, this can also be an air sign person. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra may feature for you over the course of this week, or somebody that would be considered a specialist at what they do. For your communications and conversations, you have the Five of Cups. So this isn't an easy card because it does talk about loss, right? And you've got this through the communications energy, which does suggest to me that this week, especially with the King of Swords, right? You've got that severing energy, but that sort of, very clear-cut focus. This week, it looks like something is being phased out of, or not even phased out, is being removed from your life. This, and while that might sound sort of like ominous or scary, don't let it frighten you, because you've got this card, the divine assistance and divine intervention, which means whatever or whoever is pulled out of your life this week, let it go with grace. Let them go with grace, because it really does mean that there is something better on its way. So whatever is being released or let go of this week, it's being replaced with something so much better, literally within the next 4 to 6 weeks. All right, so don't fret about this. The other thing that I'll say to you, for those of you, when it comes to communication itself, it's like you're hearing something and it's like, okay, so what you're saying is this is coming to a close. For those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, this could be, I almost want to say, like, this could be maybe one of your favorite subjects is pulled, or they say, you know what, we haven't got the numbers for it, so this part of the course isn't going to run. There's something that's not going ahead, but it's that time, that space, that energy that you're not going to be spending on the thing that you wanted to do. You will be able to allocate to something else and you'll see it. So let's say you book yourself onto a short course that is, you know, 12 weeks long, and it's on Wednesday and, you know, Tuesday and a Wednesday evening at such and such a time. That course doesn't go ahead, it's cancelled for whatever reason, and then what happens is, you know, an opportunity shows up for you over the next 4 to 6 weeks that literally requires that same time. So whatever you're letting go of or releasing this week, trust the process. Something much better is about to slot into that time that has been allocated for you and not by you. Don't even get me started on that one. It took me, if I'd listened to those kind of messages as a young man, there were a lot of things that I'd have done differently. For those of you that are employed by somebody else, you've recently, a lot of you have had like overtime, cash boosts, there's been other things coming in. This may be that the overtime is going away, right? It may be that the extra work or the extra money that was coming in, it kind of dies off, or they say, you know what, we can't really give you this anymore. That's okay, because it's going to be replaced with something else, so don't fret about it. When it comes to those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, this is potentially you having it's like you're having a conversation with a bigwig, and it's like they keep you on hold, right? So this week, it's almost, I kind of get the feeling that a lot of you are going to try to offer an ultimatum. Don't. Leave it open-ended, all right? Like this is going to be really hard for those of you that are business owners, because you might want to really press ahead with something and the energy is saying either wait or let them sort of discontinue. Like I said, whatever it is that is being released this week, you're getting something much better as you move forward. For those of you that are retired and no longer working, this could literally be news about an air sign person that, you know, maybe their health isn't good. Maybe there's something about their, it's the tap. I had like something on the back of my neck, and it's like, that happens. It's usually at the top of my head though. I get like a tap, 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 and I'm like, okay, yeah, what do you want to tell me? And it's usually my grandmother. Okay, so yeah, it's like you're getting news this week of potentially that somebody has passed. It may also be that you're being called upon for skills that you have that are coming back into commission in some way, shape or form. For your love and relations, you've got the 10 of Pentacles. Look at that. So if you are single, this week could absolutely reveal a connection to you. The funny thing about this is, because the Tree of Life card is also number 10, so you've got two 10s here. Two 10s represents big change, and if you've seen the 10 of Pentacles in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, the pentacles are laid out in the Kabbalistic tree in the Sephiroth positions. So I find this really interesting, and this suggests, for those of you that are partnered but maybe living separately, this is the week where you're having the conversation about moving in together and whether that's the good idea or the, you know, not a good idea. But either which way, I think it will be great. I will say, for a select few of you, this could be that the home that you're in is no longer viable. Maybe it's not big enough. Maybe you have a surprise bundle of joy on the way, and so you need more space, potentially. For some of you, it could literally just be that the home environment needs a shift in some way. For those of you that are single, there is a potential for you to meet someone this week. And it's like, if you are meeting someone this week specifically, pay attention to who it is, because you may do a bit of a dance with them over the next 6 months, where you kind of come apart and you come back together, you come apart and come back together. But this person is going to be around for a long time to come. For your money and materials, you have the 4 of Pentacles. So a lot of you are saving really hard at the moment. You're replenishing the finances, bringing good money in. With this 5 of Cups though, you are going to take a little bit of a financial hit, and it will have something to do with the home. There's something here that's either needing to be replaced or repaired. because you've got the Tree of Life card, it's probably not going to be such a monumental thing. So maybe you notice a leak, right? And you're thinking, oh my gosh, like we're going to have to replace the whole whatever. And then you realize, oh, it's just one pipe. Do you know what I mean? So don't fret, because you've got that. It's kind of like a little bit of protection. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, this actually is Taurus energy. So this is your neck, your throat, and the bottom part of your jaw. For those of you that work with your voice like I do, be really, really good to your voice this week. And then when it comes to your home and environment, the Four of Pentacles, and Taurus is likely to want to stay where it is. With this Five of Cups in the mix, it may not be an option, all right? With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.